I was like, oh my God.
Was just like, oh my God, there's Sandra Bullock.
Actors handle live television, awards shows, and star-packed movie sets. Sandra Bullock still makes them malfunction. One host sweated, one co-star forgot every prepared thought, and another fan turned a studio encounter into a religious experience.
Posters of Sandy, and I had it, and it was on my ceiling.
Here are the best moments celebrities completely lost their cool around Sandra Bullock.
I definitely was I think I saw you in passing at the Academies one time, and I think I was just like, oh my God, there's Sandra Bullock. Yeah.
Channing Tatum panicked before Sandra knew him. Channing was already a leading man, yet Sandra still occupied the untouchable level above ordinary celebrity.
Sandra, when did you first meet Channing?
In the principal's office at our preschool. Yeah.
Why? What happened?
Totally true.
Yeah.
Actually.
Hollywood delayed their introduction until preschool discipline for their daughters created an unexpectedly domestic first meeting.
I think I said something incredibly dumb, and then we both sort of locked eyes, and we were like,
ooh, I know, right?
we're both very stupid.
Their instant comic wavelength explains why the intimidation disappeared without weakening his admiration.
Oh my God.
Let's talk.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, it was that. It's like that's when you have to, the ladies know, you sort of twist on the seat and you're like, no.
Starstruck distance eventually became chemistry strong enough to make even the host feel unnecessary. And if Sandra's already dismantling your composure, like the video and subscribe, because the next celebrity could not even manage nervous laughter.
I look at you for a long period of time. I don't know if you've noticed how much I look around
at me
right
for a
now.
long time either.
Kelly Clarkson could not look at Sandra. Kelly cannot maintain eye contact. Sandra has turned an experienced host into a visibly overwhelmed fan.
I'm aware. So wait, since
it is hot in here.
It's hot. That's what I said. I'm sweating. Okay, fine.
10 minutes beside Sandra only intensify the nerves. Everyone else is comfortable while Kelly is still overheating.
They're very excited. They're very excited. I'm gonna be so cool, and you're never gonna know.
I'm gonna be so cool.
I'm gonna be so cool.
I'm gonna be so
my
cool.
mom is gonna watch this and be like, "How did you not freak out? I'm so cool. I'm fine."
Before the interview begins, Kelly rehearses calmness like someone preparing to meet a lifelong screen idol.
I'd watch anything you're in.
It's already on.
I would watch all your things. That's it. I'm just
That's it. Thank you for coming.
That's it. Thank you for coming.
Kelly abandons all critical distance, effectively granting Sandra permanent immunity from making a movie she would not watch.
But I freaked out getting this message from her because she's so iconic.
Yes.
To me. As a movie star. I was like, oh my God.
Dakota Johnson freaked out over Sandra's message. Even Hollywood royalty has idols, and Sandra clearly remained beyond Dakota's normal celebrity orbit.
Well, I got a voice note from Sandra Bullock.
Wow.
I know, because I don't know if you know, but I won the Razzie for Worst Actress.
Oh my God, you did?
A joke award unexpectedly became Dakota's invitation into one of Hollywood's most exclusive unofficial clubs.
Sandra Bullock sent me a voice note being like, I heard you are in the Razzie Club and we should have brunch. We should have a monthly brunch.
Sandra needed only one voice note to turn a seasoned actress back into an overwhelmed fan.
Sandra Bullock said she asked for the award and picked it up, and then they called her and asked her to give it back because they only had one.
By the way, who is the Razzie committee?
Her Razzie story also gave Dakota a blueprint for turning public failure into private comedy.
Your heart, your soul, your light, your talent that you share with all of us is amazing.
Keanu Reeves turned the award into a tribute. The award presentation speech became deeply personal the moment Keanu ignored appearance and spoke directly to Sandra's character.
And wonderful and extraordinary. You are one of a kind, and you are most definitely hot.
It's a playful delivery, but the praise sound less scripted and more like admiration he had carried for years.
7, I just didn't know what to say. She's so cool and so funny. And we stood backstage next to each other at God knows what thing. And I just stood there and didn't say anything.
Elisabeth Moss completely froze. Prestige roles had given Elisabeth authority on screen. Sandra instantly returned her to the nervous fan side of fame.
There, it didn't say anything to her, like awkwardly. I froze.
Is there a real housewife you'd go back and save from a bad relationship?
The failed introduction became more memorable than any polished exchange could have been.
You regretted the first impression you made.
Sandra Bullock.
Well, wait a minute. She played your mother in
When I was
Lucky Chances.
Yes. When I was
Their shared childhood credit offered no social advantage once Sandra had become a full-scale Hollywood icon.
Not, but you
My what?
are like your aura and the person you have been in the industry. You know, it's really cool. So I was like very freaked out when I was meeting you first.
Daniel Radcliffe worked with his childhood hero. Harry Potter made Daniel globally famous, but Sandra still held the power normally reserved for stars from another generation.
So I was like, but Sandra's movies, like I did grow up watching, so it was slightly intimidating at first to be working with her.
Unlike his childhood co-stars, Sandra arrived with years of memories already attached to her face.
I'm like the first film I saw in the cinema of yours was Miss Congeniality. I remember seeing it. I remember going.
Miss Congeniality turned their eventual collaboration into something Daniel's younger self could never have imagined.
That's really nice. Thank you.
I agree with him. Daniel's one of the most humble and gracious people I've met in a long time. I thought he would be very different. And within the first 20 minutes of meeting him, I was like, wow, if this is how he survived success at such a young age with all that pressure, because it is extraordinary pressure.
Yeah.
It blew my mind, and it really gave me a sense of faith that I sort of gave up on a long time ago.
But then, admiration becomes mutual when Sandra values how Daniel survived fame, not merely what he achieved through it.
And I remember I reached out to you, and you gave me some good advice, but I thought, you don't even know who you inspired. You know because I told you, but how many other people looked up and saw you?
Hoda Kotb says Sandra changed her life. For the legendary broadcaster Hoda Kotb, meeting Sandra meant confronting the woman whose example had quietly redirected her entire future.
All of a sudden, I Googled you. I just wanted to know. And we were from similar areas in Virginia. We're the same age, and it was almost like hope.
Before they became peers, Hoda had searched Sandra's life for proof that her own dream was still possible.
I don't even know how to say thank you, but thank you. You're welcome. Okay, I feel like this is therapy.
The interview ended not with ordinary celebrity praise, but with gratitude from one mother to the woman who helped inspire her.
And Sandra Bullock, do you begin to think oh my God, this is my savior? I mean, she really believed in you.
You know what? She really didn't take no for an answer.
George Lopez could not believe Sandra chose him. After 2 decades of struggle, George finally found a major star willing to bet her reputation on him.
What you have in there?
What'd she do? She came down to a comedy.
Yeah, she came to the Improv in Brea, which is like an hour and a half outside of Los Angeles.
So she was really active.
She was Miss Congeniality at that time.
Sandra's presence turned one ordinary comedy club performance into the audition that could change everything.
But at that time, I was drinking a lot and very sloppy on stage, not as defined. And I literally prayed to God, please don't let her come in here and see me like this.
That fear reveals how much power Sandra's opinion already held over a comedian she had not yet chosen.
Was that the story?
Was that it?
She had an idea that had more teenagers as the central figures. And then when she saw my act, she said, I think I'd like to try to see what you have in there.
Before any script existed, Sandra recognized a television voice the industry had overlooked for 20 years. And if seeing just how deeply Sandra Bullock is loved is warming your heart, like the video and subscribe, because the next story reveals even more about the wonderful person she is behind the scenes.
First friend or mentor? Well, my first film was with Sandra Bullock, and she played my mom.
Lily Collins met her first real mentor. Lily's first film placed her beside an Oscar winner before she understood how unusual that opportunity was.
And she became very much of a maternal energy, but also just great friend and woman.
By watching Sandra lead the set, Lily learned that real star power could make everyone else feel valued.
To have her be almost like a guide through it was so unexpected and so wonderful. So I'm very grateful that she said that.
What began as casting became mentorship, giving Lily a first experience far kinder than Hollywood usually promises. But the next tribute came from someone famously difficult to read, and his admiration for Sandra was impossible to hide.
Get in here, come on. Can you do it? Can you do it? Oh.
Just say it again, say it again.
Say topple over again.
Topple over.
Nicole Kidman could not walk past Sandra. A routine red carpet interview instantly became a reunion when Sandra spotted one of Hollywood's most celebrated actresses nearby.
How are you?
We were just talking about women we love, and you are a woman we love, and you've had such a fantastic year with Big Little Lies.
This is a woman I love.
Their immediate warmth revealed a friendship that needed no formal introduction or polished awards season performance.
It's great.
A very good year, very, very lucky. We can't wait to see Ocean's 8.
We were talking about when we shot together, and we asked her to get the tequila. She came back with the wrong tequila, but we drank it anyway.
One shared memory transported both stars from the Oscars carpet back to the playful chaos of working together.
I've worked with you. I've tried to kiss you, successfully and unsuccessfully.
Matthew McConaughey brought their entire history on stage. At the same ceremony as Keanu, Matthew chose shared history over solemn praise.
I've been directed by you in a short film and also to the exit door of many bars.
Years of chemistry, collaboration, and chaos turned his tribute into an affectionate private joke performed publicly.
So Sandy, here is to your decade of hotness. I'm glad to say that I knew you the decade before.
His closing line mattered because Matthew had known Sandra before the awards, acclaim, and Hollywood mythology.
Face to face, and she said, "Hey, I'm Sandy, we haven't met." And my heart stopped because, I started looking around and thinking, oh my God, are they gonna fire me? I didn't say hello to her, she said hello to me.
Octavia Spencer made the tribute personal. Sandra erased the distance between the movie star and a production assistant before Octavia could process what was happening.
I was also a PA in extras casting, and a good friend, Tate Taylor, also a PA, but in the production office, knew that I was dying to meet Sandra Bullock.
Long before Octavia became an Oscar winner, simply meeting Sandra felt like the biggest moment available on that set.
And I'd like to, I don't really remember whether or not I told her my name, but I'm sure I did, because from that day forward, she always said, "Hey, Octavia."
Remembering her name transformed one brief encounter into proof that Sandra had genuinely noticed her.
Somehow a special case, but I wasn't. That's the way she is with everyone.
Octavia later realized that the kindness she treasured was not special treatment. It was simply how Sandra treated everyone.
First celebrity crush was Sandra Bullock?
Yeah, that's right. That's true.
Chris Evans put Sandra on his bedroom ceiling. Long before Marvel made Chris an icon, Sandra already occupied the most important space in his childhood bedroom.
They got all this cheesy stuff that tourists buy. And it was just one of those giant posters of Sandy, and I had it, and it was on my ceiling.
His immediate recognition of her name reveals that this was not a forgotten celebrity crush.
An expert in the room is saying something about Sandra Bullock.
I did have a very large, one of those giant, not that Sandy's not cool, but that's a loser thing to do. But I did have it on my ceiling for a long time.
The embarrassment only strengthens the confession. He knew it sounded obsessive and admitted it anyway. Sandra Bullock never needs the loudest entrance. She appears, and somebody else supplies the confusion. Hosts lose eye contact, co-stars forget language, and one writer turns ordinary studio lighting into a religious event. Which celebrity handled Sandra worst? Drop the name below, then like, subscribe, and watch the next video on screen.